Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin.
The powerful god Bastion had been able to create that powerful barrier, but with the power that it had created, he had caught the attention of the god of that universe, who had quickly communicated with his angel. Hey Fords, is that the power of another god of destruction? This can't be, since when can another god who doesn't belong in his universe invade our universe? Mr. Champa, that is forbidden, but there must be a good reason, so it will be better to leave with the god who has visited our universe. Both deities quickly went to the place where they felt the power of the god Bastion, but when they reached the atmosphere of the planet, they weren't able to enter due to the powerful barrier that Bastion had placed on the planet. Champa would use the power of destruction, but he was surprised to realize how that barrier had received absolutely no damage. But what the hell is that barrier made of? I have to hit her directly with the power of destruction and nothing happened. Fords, destroy her. As you command, my lord. Zenos, despite being a woman and being in the ranking of the most powerful angels, was surprised to realize how despite using a large part of her power, she wasn't able to do anything against that barrier. This can't be true. I've used a lot of my power, but nothing seems to have happened to him. Instantly from a portal, Bastion could be observed. Along with Neen, both deities were surprised to realize how two gods were in their universe. But these gods were known to be able to not need angels to their power to be so great. But if it's Bastion-sama and Neen-sama, tell me, how can we help you? I understand that if you're considered supreme gods or also celestial gods, but despite your position, you cannot invade another universe without having consequences. A great pressure would fall on the body of both deities, which fell to the ground, forming a large crater. But at the moment, Neen would place his hand on Bastion's shoulder so that he calms down. No, Neen, it makes me angry that these damn gods are so arrogant. Despite being so weak, I want to end their lives. But we can't do it, because if another god dies, Daisheki will start to suspect we have to stay low profile, while Shiro and Kakarot make a full recovery. Bastion would decrease all his pressure, with which he was able to both deities be able to move freely. I ask for an apology, only that we have a few problems in our universes, and through a dimensional hole we have fallen into your universe. Don't worry, Bastion-sama, you guys can stay as long as you want in my universe. It's your universe. I appreciate your hospitality, but when we have solved what has happened, we will leave for our universes. I hope you don't mind. I understand, Neen-sama, and I repeat, there's no problem whatsoever. Both deities would leave, but Zenos, she would be a little intrigued by everything that had happened. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of the All, Myuki had been able to heal all her wounds in full. Finally, damn it! I've finally been able to heal these damn wounds. It's time to take over the power of that damn dwarf. Myuki would communicate with Zeno-sama mentally, so the King of All would come to his call quickly. Myuki-sama, I've arrived. Where are you? What is the game you have in mind? But from his back, hundreds of golden threads were able to completely neutralize him. It's a pity that this is the best of the games for me, but not for you, since you will become part of my... Why did you say? I don't understand. I thought we were going to play. Not that you would do this. Your useless mind doesn't fully understand it, but it doesn't matter. Your power will now be mine, and with that, you will be able to help me with my power will rise in an incredible way. Myuki would begin to absorb all the power of Zeno-sama, so Zeno-sama would begin to feel an incredible pain. His screams were evident, but in that dimension, nothing and no one was able to help him. While Myuki was nourishing himself with all the power of Zeno-sama, but as surprising as it may seem, when Myuki was nourishing himself with all the power of Zeno-sama, a very ancient seal in the same body had been activated. That's right, a seal from Keiga, which was able to, for Zeno-sama, to access his combat form when his essence feels in danger, so all the power that Myuki had absorbed would be taken away from him, and with one mighty blow, had sent Myuki flying. Damn, I can't believe you call yourself my creator. You've tried to end my life. Now I'll end you myself, damn it. Furious, Myuki would stand up while releasing all her power in a surprising way, so instantly both launched themselves against the other, but the difference was obvious because even though Zeno-sama possessed so much more power, Myuki was still a little weakened. Zeno-sama did not know how to fight, so it was very difficult for her to keep up with Myuki, who was in every exchange of blows tried to knock him out of combat to be able to absorb him calmly. However, Zeno-sama didn't allow it. Damn garbage, you have to bow down to me. I'm your creator. I'm your queen. So you let yourself be absorbed once and for all. I'm not gonna give my life without fighting, so I'm going to die fighting. I won't be a part of you. In that case, you'll be much worse for you, since I don't want you to suffer, but apparently you have set your heart on having a painful death. Myuki, with much more aggression and power, would begin to massacre Zeno-sama. That's right, on this occasion, although Zeno-sama threw millions of spheres of energy against Myuki, she dodged them without any difficulty, because she had great control of the battlefield, something very different from Zeno-sama. So at the moment, Myuki was able to grant him a powerful blow which made him fall to the ground very badly injured. Zeno-sama, with everything his power, he would try to stand up, but it was impossible for him since large amounts of blood were spreading all over his body. So Myuki was starting to get closer, as if this was a warrior at the top of everything. But she was, since even the king of everything was not able to do anything against her. I didn't want you to suffer, but since you have insisted in not following my orders, I've had no other choice. Now you'll be part of my... Myuki on this occasion would begin to absorb a power of Zeno-sama in its entirety. That's right, Zeno-sama, not having energy, was no longer able to defend himself. He just felt like his life was completely taken away. So after several days, Myuki was able to absorb it completely. However, it was costing him to be able to assimilate all the power of Zeno-sama, since in the same way, Zeno-sama possessed a little of the power of Keiga. So Myuki would start with his great meditation. When I finish assimilating all this power, I'll be able to absorb the useless Daishinken, and I'll be ready to finish that damn good-for-nothing creation of Keiga. Myuki would begin with his assimilation, being able to make all of his sea of energy expand much more, and even the veins of his entire body began to assimilate all the power of Zeno-sama. Meanwhile, in Universe 6, a few months had already passed in the same way, in which both warriors had awakened, but their internal system was completely shattered, since being able to withstand the power of a king at all, it was incredible. Damn it! Getting my energy flow back will take me about 6 months. I don't have all that kind of time to recover. Why don't you have that time? Do you have to do something? I feel that you guys deserve me to tell you the truth about my origin, about Zeno-sama, about this whole multiverse, so I will. Kakarot would begin to tell how he was created, as he was the younger brother of Zeno-sama, but he possessed the prowess on the battlefield, but the one who called herself Myuki, one of the first creations, betrayed its creator, so he'd been wandering for millions of years. So, for that reason, your power is incredible despite being only mortal. I knew that you weren't an ordinary warrior, since even geniuses aren't able to advance at that speed. But I have to have enough power for when Myuki of the face. I feel that that'll be very shortly. Kakarot-sama, there's this place called the Heavenly Water, but the palace is not so far away that even the god or an angel takes about 1 month to reach that place. But it is said that the tests to be able to drink the heavenly water are too many, although of course the legends say that it releases your power, and if your internal system's destroyed, it's able to restore it completely and becoming much more resistant. And with that, what you said is enough. If you wish to stay in this place, I'll understand since this trip is only mine. Neen would at once place her hand on Kakarot's shoulder. You are not alone, Kakarot. I don't know about my other companions, but for my part, I plan to accompany you and do everything possible to make it go well. To know the heavenly water. What fun. Of course, count on me. My condition at the moment is unfortunate, but of course, you can count on me. I have already lived for many years. I want to know if that heavenly water is a myth or reality. All the warriors began to move quickly through each of the 12 universes so that they had arrived in a few minutes. That's right, but instantly they reached the edge of Universe 12. From now on, our real journey begins. This was previously the limit of the 18 universes, but it remains the same. All the warriors entered that empty space, so instantly they began to move at amazing speeds. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of the Whole, Myuki had been able to master the power of Zeno-sama to 70%, so at that moment he would come out of that dimension. Observing Daishinken, Myuki was quickly going with the intention of putting him out of combat to absorb him. But Daishinken would notice his mistress, while she had a very serious, "It is my joy, my lady, that you have awakened, and the great Zeno-sama disappeared. Well, I have been able to feel how the power became gigantic. At the same time, it became tiny, at times even surpassing the power of the great Zeno-sama." So it is all true. A damn Kago worm. I really leave his successor. I don't plan on being able to absorb Daishinken, since he currently serves me, being more alive than being set apart of mine. My lady, with the disappearance of the king of everything, I'm sure it has to do with that gigantic power. So you're left to the mandate of the 12 universes. In that case, I want to arrange all the power of the gods and angels be with their guard up, since a warrior like the one you define is definitely a powerful warrior. We cannot be with our guard down. As you order, my lady. At this very moment, I'll communicate with all the gods and angels. Daishinken at the moment would communicate with each god and angel, being able to provide them with the information required, so that they are able to meet the expectations of Myuki. I have to have the whole divine world on alert, because if that Saiyan comes from behind, I'm sure he'll be able to do to me terrible harm. Meanwhile, the warriors would continue approaching that place, but no matter how much they advanced, it seemed to have no limit, so they had stopped for a moment. My body's grieving since Zeno-sama's trying to race us. Let's slow down a little. Kakarot, don't worry. I can help you, because if we want to stop Myuki, we must make an effort. This was how each god on this occasion were able to help out Kakarot, while Myuki creating an army with the new power he had obtained.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.